a couple of years ago, actually a few years ago when I got here, we were talking about cutting military aid at funerals. We were talking about not being able to support those that fought for our country and give them a proper funeral because we didn't have the money. That's the fact. That's unfortunately what we were talking about just a few short years ago. And we made some tough decisions, and we came together in a bipartisan way, and we put our thinking caps on and passed some guardrails, as we talked about this session, to try and improve Connecticut's fiscal health, which I think everyone here, both sides, can agree was dismal at best, dating back to the early 2000s. We were ranked in the lowest in just about every category across the country. And still, to this day, per capita, we are ranked the highest indebted state in the country. It's not something to be proud of. When I think about my future, kids, grandkids living here, I think about I'm going to have to tell them, hey, you're going to be in debt your whole life. And that I think is really unfortunate, because we have a beautiful state situated between two major cities, Boston and New York. We have a tremendous amount of talent here. We have great health care. We have amazing public servants. And we have, I think, the best education system in the country. We should be proud of that. But we continue to sometimes trip over ourselves and pass policies that hinder and make it more difficult for Connecticut to move forward in a fiscally sound way. One of the things that I would have liked to see in this package was the highway use tax and the proposal that my side of the aisle, House Republicans, put forward, which was eliminating that. And it would have automatically reduced the costs for the average consumer at a grocery store or at a local market that was looking to buy something for their daily household items. Inflation was 8% last year. This year it's 5%. Highest inflation we've seen in 2 generations, 8% and 5% respectively. And while I appreciate this committee and what they've put forward today in trying to reduce the income tax in some levels and the cost of living, I don't think it measures up to 8% inflation. And that is a problem. It's a problem for working families. In my town, we have rising education costs, special education, through the roof. Property taxes going up 2-3 mils, I'm sure, in all of your municipalities across Connecticut. And yet we don't see relief here for the most egregious tax, which is the property tax. So I know that my good friend and leader, Vin Candelora, came here a couple of weeks ago and testified in favor of the governor's budget. And I couldn't agree with him more. I think the governor put forward a bold proposal. And I would have liked to seen a proposal more in line with Governor Lamont. And I'm hopeful that before the end of session, we can get to that point and have a unanimous agreement on a revenue package that will move Connecticut forward in a positive way. So while I won't be supporting this today, I am hopeful and optimistic that over the next 6 weeks, we can come together as legislators on both sides of the aisle and pass a meaningful revenue package that will impact Connecticut taxpayers and businesses in a positive way, and truly say to them that we are in it for the long run. We don't want you to leave the state of Connecticut. We want you to live, work, retire here. And I just don't think that this particular package gets us there at this time. Thank you, Madam Chair.